In this video, I am going to share with you guys 10 productivity tips which will make you get up and get your work done right after this video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, I am Lena and you can call me Lynn by the way. I have not posted for a while because I was having my exams, and at that time I was also going through phases where I was struggling to be productive, but at that time I researched a lot and I have found 10 tips which work wonders. It has worked for me and I believe it is going to work for you as well. Implementation action. So here you're going to tell yourself when, where and what. When are you going to do this? Whatever your work is, and where are you going to do it, and what are you going to do it? If you have no clear idea about what you are going to do, you will end up procrastinating because you will have this whole big period of time, the entire day left for you, and you will never start. So you just decide what you're going to do at what time and where. For example, I will sit at my table to study when it's 9:30 a.m. and I do it. It's a cue triggered behavior. Number 2, the 5-second rule. Every time you feel hesitation to start, count from 5 to 1 and you have to get up in that period of time. No thinking, no emotions involved. You just count from 5 to 1 and you get up and you sit and do your work. When you involve emotions in doing work, it's never gonna happen because your mind always seeks comfort and it will never tell you to do something and you will never feel ready to start anyways. It's starting which makes you feel ready. The 2-minute rule. So here you tell yourself that you are only going to work for 2 minutes. I personally love this one because I use it a lot. When you have like a bunch of work to do and you know you have to sit for long hours, you just procrastinate and stress about it for very long. But this helps because you just tell yourself to sit for 2 minutes. You set a timer for 2 minutes and start. And after 2 minutes, you wouldn't feel like giving up or going back to rest or something. You would want to finish it because once we start something, we tend to finish it. It works because the hardest part of doing any work is the starting. And once you start, it just gets much easier for you to complete the work. Number 4, reduce friction. So if you have some work to do, reduce friction for that work. Example, if you have to study, then pick out the subject that you want to study, then keep the books on the table and prepare everything that you need. If you need to write, then keep out a notebook, pen, etc. And every time you go across your room, you will see your book on the table and you will be reminded multiple times that you need to finish that work. And the more you increase the exposure to something, the more chances are that you will do it. And the same works for the opposite. Increase friction for something that is distracting you. And usually phone is the universal cause for this. So you give your phone to your parents or your friend and tell them that not to give it back to you until you finish your work, or you keep it in a locker like I do. And even my friends laugh on this because they're like, you're the first person I know who keeps their phone on their locker because it distracts them. But this really works because it's harder to reach out for a phone when it's inside something. You guys must have experienced flow state at least once in your life. It's when you are doing something you love and you just lose track of the time. Yes, that flow state. I'm going to help you bring the flow state while you are working. And these points are focused more on how to get you into that flow state and enjoy doing the work. You must have noticed sometimes that while working or studying, you realize that it was never actually that hard as how you thought it was. It's just that you never paid that much attention. And these points will help you get into the flow state and actually feel that way about doing your work or studying and enjoy doing it. And you lose track of time that way. Set a 10-minute time for thinking separate from doing time. While working, if you get distracted by thoughts and you start spiraling over negative thoughts about the work you're doing, it happens to everyone and it's normal. but that will disrupt your flow state and will like spiral you into negativity, and all it does is make you stagnant and stop working and just think and think and think, and this is a never ending cycle. We do not want that. We want you in that flow state where you are actually enjoying the process of doing it. So here, when a distracting thought comes to your mind, you will tell yourself, not now, I will let myself think at 7 p.m. For 10 minutes, I will allow myself to think whatever and however I want to think. When you try to avoid a thought, it will keep on coming to your mind again and again. But this is a mistake if you try to avoid it. You have to acknowledge the thought. You have to say, I do see you, but I will think about you later at 7 p.m. when it's time for thinking. This is doing time, so I will be working now. Number 6, identity-based trigger. Instead of I need to do this, you will shift into I am a person who does this. I am a person who is hardworking. I am a person who executes. And when something is tied to your identity, you are more likely to do this than when something is not. Number 7, grounding if too anxious. This happens when you are too pressured about doing something and you keep on overthinking. You first need to ground yourself. I will suggest you to do breath work or meditation. Just a 5-minute meditation will do. It will calm your nerves so well. You cannot do something or get in a flow state if you're like truly anxious and not grounded. If your nervous system is dysregulated, you have to regulate it first in order to peacefully do something. Another way of grounding is movement. Skipping or just shaking off your body for a while, it just helps you ground yourself. It releases the energy that is stuck onto your body because of too much overthinking, spiraling over negative thoughts. You can either do breath work or a 5-minute meditation or shake off your body with physical movement, and I bet this helps so much. Every time I'm working and like I get into this spirals of overthinking, I just do physical movement so that I release those stagnant energy and it really calms my nerves. Cognitive diffusion. When your brain brings up what if questions to you while you're doing something, you are not supposed to avoid it. I have already told you earlier, but this is not what is supposed to be done, because when you avoid something, it just clings to you even worse. The only thing that you need to do at that time is to not avoid it and say, I notice you, and let it flow through you instead of let it cling to you. Avoidance will make it cling to you. Be careful about that. So it even works with intrusive thoughts. Do not identify yourself with those intrusive thoughts or negative thoughts, because you are not all that. Just say, I notice you. You're just a thought that comes to me. You are not who I am. Number 9, no emotions required. Don't bring your emotions to the equation, okay? Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Once you start, you will feel the motivation hit, not before that. External motivation does work, but it's very fleeting. It does not stay with you. It is the internal drive which will help you. It is the discipline that is going to keep you going. And the last tip is to reduce psychological load. If you are unfamiliar with the work that you need to do, you are only going to run away from it because you are unfamiliar with it. So your work here is to just take some time, just 10 minutes, just to build familiarity. You don't have to do it then, you have to just build some familiarity. If it's studying, then just read the contents, what is there, what you know and what you don't know, and how much time it might take. You just have to see that. You don't have to work that time itself. And don't aim for perfectionism. Everyone falls victim for it, including me. But you have to remember, being perfect is not going to work. No matter how perfect you are, if you can't cover everything and if you can't finish the work, nothing's gonna pay off. You have to focus on like finishing it and doing it instead of being perfect in it. If you're studying something, don't try to perfectly memorize it. Just understand the key concepts and what happened, how it happened. Just build some familiarity with the concepts and whatever work you're doing, studying, working, whatever. And that is going to reduce psychological load and you will find it much easier to work that way. If you guys like videos like this, then make sure to comment and tell me if I should make more videos like this or you want to see something else. This was all for the video. I hope this video helped you guys in any way possible. And if it did, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this.